All right. The next question you may be asking is, but man of God, you seem to be speaking in riddles. You seem to be speaking in parable. Can you make the message clearer for us? Yes, that's why I'm here. You may be asking, man of God, what are some areas of concern? What are some areas of concern? The first thing that God instructed me to pass across to the world, to the body of Christ, and to everyone that God has sent me to minister to, whether you come across this message on YouTube, on Facebook, on Treasure TV, on any social media platform. The first thing, which is an area of concern, is that I saw a spirit of laziness being released into the world. And many people sat down and they were believing God to settle them, but they were not doing anything to activate the grace of God upon themselves. People trusting God for better days, but they were doing nothing to bring down the hand of God. And the Spirit of the Lord told me that it must not be so. My people must not be idle. My people must not be lazy. They have to be involved in things that will bring my blessing upon them. So, and in that vision, people sat and were looking and saying, we have nothing to do. And in that vision, I saw an angel giving counsel to me. He said, tell them they could get themselves involved in little things that can bring little incomes to them. Petty businesses. Most of these things I will teach in church, and in subsequent broadcasts, I will make these things known. I'll be teaching, I'll have some business seminars to train people according to the vision that I had. If you are believing God for a change of story, you have to engage yourself in doing something. I remember still in this vision, God showed me, in another vision rather, God showed me a train having hundreds of carriages. And this train was cutting away precious fruits and vegetables into foreign countries. People stood by and were complaining that look at the train that is collecting our resources and is going. And some stood and were making comments, and they were saying, oh, look at money. How I wish I had great business. I will have more money. How I wish I had money. I will have a great business. At that point, when the train was passing at a terrible speed, I saw some fruits began to drop where I was standing. And while the fruits and vegetables were dropping where I was standing, then the angel of the Lord said to me, to some, this is food. To some, this is seed. He said, as many as see the train passing and yearn to have what is in the train, many cry for their stomach, but many don't cry for their future. He said, the fruits that have fallen here, you can decide to eat the fruit, or you can decide to plant the fruit. In other words, the fruit can be food to you, or it can be seed to you. If you don't think about tomorrow, take it as food. If you think about tomorrow, take this fruit that has fallen here as a seed and invest it into your tomorrow, no matter how small it is. And then from there, the Lord gave me a message to pass to many who are believing Him for divine settlement in 2021. Take the little you have, your gift, your talent, your little resources, invest them. It's not a year where you consume. It's a year where you plant. It's a year where you see everything that God has brought your way as a seed that you should plant, because the future is great. But you decide your future with what God has given to you. In the early hours of 2021, in the first few months of 2021, what men call food, what men call pocket allowance, see it as a seed that you can plant into a business of your choice. 2021 is not a year that you should strive to look good in the face of everyone. It's a year that you should struggle to plant something into your future that you will harvest. What people call food is what is called seed in the hands of another man who is wise. So please take note of that and overcome laziness by all means. Now, at another point, I also saw a vision whereby the angel of the Lord took me somewhere. I saw people with food, raw food. And in that vision, the people were hungry, but they did not have, number one, the fire to cook that food. Number two, I saw some people, they had a fire, but the fire was not strong enough to prepare that food. And number three, there are other people I saw who had no zeal to cook food. They were just lazy, just sitting by there. And they were hungry, waiting for another man to cook for them. And the Lord said to me, this food, it represents talents. It represents gifts. It represents potentials that He has given to us. But His children lack the zeal to exploit these potentials. Even the few who try to summon some courage to exploit their potentials, they do not have the fruit of the Spirit called patience. They do not have the fruit of the Spirit called perseverance. So many struggle to pursue their life-giving passion, but in the process of time, they are weak from within. And so, whatever was within them is either half-baked, half-cooked, or it remains raw. I'm giving this advice to everyone outside there. Make up your mind that in 2021, you must pursue your dream. You must have a fighting spirit. You must have that desire to push through your dreams and your aspirations. Cook your food if you do not want to stay hungry. Cook your food if you do not want to stay hungry. I saw food everywhere, but there was no fire. The only little fire I saw was insufficient to generate the heat that was needed to cook that food. The passion to pursue your life dream is weak. You need to stir it up. God has blessed you with potentials. They are within you. God has given you dreams. They are within you. You have some passions. You have some giftings. You have some talents. They are within you. You have been sitting down, doing nothing about it. God will not settle people who are not making use of the talent He has given to them. So divine settlement is for those who are ready to cook their food. Divine settlement is for those who are ready to cook their food. Make use of that powerful dream, and you will see the wonders of God in your life.